So stream went in and out last night, and also the Twitch stream this morning went out. So, like 3 times. So
you just have to keep an eye on it and restart it.
Yeah. Well, no, it auto restarts, but it's like.
But we're saving it like a good copy, or no? No.
Throw it out to the internet and it saves it up there. Most of the time.
Yeah, whatever. It's all good.
Let me post the Discord.
Yeah, so we'll just... Hopefully it's just on their end and not your end.
Well, one is on YouTube, one is on Twitch, so...
Yeah.
Probably
not.
You then. Probably not on there.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably Spectrum, because it's been happening to me.
Okay, that's possible.
Quite a bit lately. Like, especially up in Utica, for whatever reason. Like, it's like every 30 minutes it'll have like a shortcut and then come back in.
Weird.
I know they're working on stuff because of all the storms and crap. It's just like, okay, boys, like, here's your shit out. It's maintenance, but like, do it. Like,
I must play Baldur's Gate.
Well, it's like, do it at 3 in the morning,
Oh, yeah.
Like, when everybody else isn't, like, on track.
That's fair. Yeah. You're a BG3 guy?
No.
No, what do you play?
A lot of survival games. Lately I've been doing 7 Days to Die. I got a buddy.
I played that like 7 years ago.
Dude, it's crazy. My Canadian buddy got me into it recently, and it's just...
I heard they added a lot or something.
They did. They just added, storms and shit, and, they've added new zombie types, so it's actually pretty fun. But,
cool.
Yeah, long and short, we've been murdering zombies.
Nice.
My buddies got to the hardest, area, and did a blood moon for the first time out there. As 3 of us, so that was really nice.
That's sweet.
We keep losing my one buddy because he's like, well, I gotta go work, or I'm going to the fish concert, or I'm just gonna be fucking off for 2 weeks. It's just like, god damn it.
That happens.
Spoiled rotten.
I keep thinking
having my group.
I keep toying with the idea of buying Cyberpunk 2077.
That's good. Now that once they fixed it, after 1 year they fixed it with a patch. They had a couple.
I'm this close.
There's some wild missions in that, interesting ideas.
Yeah,
I feel like it's easy though, to be honest. I don't know why. I think you can increase the difficulty though. I think it's just more damage and stuff. I don't think it's I've tried I've played the Rambo shotgun big guns type person, just go in and blow everybody in pieces, and my second character was a hacker type one.
Yeah.
And then I just do this. I spool up all the hacks, and then usually it's all pop. It's actually very easy, I think, to be what they call a net runner or whatever. Yeah. I don't know. I found that's even easier than fighting. I never tried the melee one though. I heard that's kind of interesting. Yeah, making a sword guy or whatever.
I saw you could get
with
an
all the
with weird mantis blade arms.
Right? Yeah.
I
use the wire as the net person. It's like a
you hacking all the stuff.
Like disintegrate them. Or you can whip them. You can with it's like a laser type.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You can Neuromancer.
Yeah.
Not Neuromancer.
Wait.
What's that Neuromancer?
Documancer?
There is what is the giant mnemonic? That's what I think of.
Giant mnemonic.
Yeah, the laser thumbnail.
Yeah. So
No, I like it.
Yeah, and
I hate to ruin the one mission. I couldn't believe it. It still lives in my mind. I'm like, Jesus.
But I heard it's it's really customizable. You can whatever character you want, just basically do it.
All of them feel strong. It's not like you have to pick one tree or the other tree. I think you're gonna do pretty well no matter what.
Now that I have a device that can run something like that, I'm gonna do it.
Nice.
And it's good, because there's different ways to do things. If you have all your points of strength, you can rip the door off the hinges, or if you're a hacker, you can hack in or take over the cameras and mark people and be sneaky.
I'm gonna play with my kids around, just make them jealous.
You cannot play with
can't play this.
No, absolutely not.
No, I know it's definitely not okay.
It's pretty hardcore.
Yeah. Anyway. Let's see. So it's just us this evening, I guess. That's okay. Any announcements? Things that are going on? Things that are happening?
Things are going well with Alex.
Good.
I'm off, so. Yeah, Steam Court.
Kingdom of Steam is steaming still.
Steam is going well. We had fun last night. And hopefully we'll continue to do so.
Yeah.
Nice.
Normally I would pitch Mr. Avis's game, but he's not here. So they're taking the week off. He is indisposed. I guess so Sunday for Kingdom of Steam on YouTube. Let's check our Discord for updates and stuff. And then next Monday, I guess. I think I can do next Monday. How's everything going on?
I might not be doing this.
What the hell, man?
Gosh. It was the first time
What's going
for
on?
everything.
Overnight thing at work.
Oh, you told us that. Yeah, you said
yeah.
that. That stinks.
Just
What
don't
if you
sleep.
showed a waning interest in the wax?
Jesus Christ. There is an outside. There's an outside chance, depending upon what happens with my brother's closing date, I might have to go pick up his stuff in Syracuse and then drive that to DC. So,
That's a 6 to 8 hour drive,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
so that's up in the air. If it's I gotta check with him on his closing date, stuff like that, and all that stuff. So there is an outside chance that I might not be playing next week, but we'll
We
see.
should figure something else out.
If I will know as soon as it's pretty quickly what's happening, and then I'll let you all know so you can all prepare if that's the
It
case.
sounded like a dog squeak toy, but I know he
Yeah.
doesn't have any dogs,
No,
so
it
do we
was-
have to worry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Rotating
boy.
the dart and like,
Just making sure it wasn't like, an insane clown or something.
Yeah, that's not
I hear
good.
those. I hear those come in posses. Though.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
just off.
Anyway,
Easy to repel. Just flash a bunch of magnets. They don't know what's going on.
Jesus, how do they work?
okay, just so I remember. I just want to touch base with you guys, everybody, during break, just so I don't forget. So remind me, okay? About nothing major, just touching base. Okay, so I think that's all the announcements. For everybody in cyberspace, welcome to our game. I don't call it a show because it's kind of it. Anyway, but we have elements of show elements. We try to have fun and just goof around and be silly and play our game. But thank you for checking us out. And if you want to get more of our nonsense, go check our Discord, where the Punomancy channel is often very active with bad puns. Thank you, dear Wolfman, and thank you, Tucker, for much of that content. And but yeah, so we're just a little fledgling gaming group, just hanging out playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition. We have actually switched from D&D 5e after running a long campaign, like a 6-year campaign. We went from levels 1 to 20, and then we decided to switch to try out Pathfinder 2nd Edition to see what's going on. Check out this stuff, and so far it's very interesting. There's some things that are very enjoyable, and things that are like, yeah, that's how that works, okay. But other than that, y'all ready to rock and roll?
Yep.
Okay. Let's do the fast. Yes.
They will remember tonight as the smallest group we've ever seen.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah. Normally, our group is 8 people. We lost 3 people. We still have 5. So this is. I'm used to running for that many people. Everybody like
Any other group, if you
Yeah.
were down 3 people, it's like, well, it's an off week. We're not playing.
See ya, bye.
Yeah. What's all these people's problems with, canceling D&D night
and
one
lives
person,
and
like-
things. Why can't you just dedicate to D&D?
I mean, like, especially other people who have played D&D and other things. They're always like, oh, one person can't make it, we're done.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
I guess it's more critical for them. 'Cause it's like, oh my god, 1/5 of the party is gone. When we're like, oh.
1/8.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I have a ultimate dream to hopefully have everyone be so specialized at upper levels that if one person's gone, like, oh fuck, you're missing a critical component of your battle plan. That's what I'm going for.
Plus, we got Tucker's bad luck. It's really like a negative person.
No,
sometimes.
You should have seen the shenanigans that were happening yesterday.
I love
Several of
shenanigans.
us rolled multiple ones in a row.
Damage was very low.
We were rolling a lot of one-time damage, too. Just on rolls.
that's no bueno.
That's when it hurts the most. Like, if I roll a crit on
Yeah.
on the D20, it's like, okay, I rolled.
Yeah.
This happened. But when you hit, you're like, yeah, I got him! Roll damage. Oh,
Yeah. That's
how much damage? This much damage.
yeah.
Yeah, it's rough.
That's one of the reasons why I was usually in favor of static damage.
Mhm.
You know, just I'll take the average. I don't care. But that's just me.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so last time, you watched Captain Valeria Stormy Thorn pull out a coin, which had on one side a skull, and on the other side some kind of other filigree, and on the other side stars. And she actually used that coin to communicate with her skeletal mother, who is sitting in this kind of alcove, with a pink moss growing up over her bones and 2 star lilies blooming out through her eyes. But before she went into trance mode to have this conversation, she did inform me that we needed supplies from 4 satchels that were scattered through the homestead in the upper tiers of the of where you were. And after finding those different satchels with different, which are like kind of like makeshift bug-out bags, essentially, each contained, I think, 25 gold pieces and some other elixirs and/or poisons. So you have a variety of antitoxin, anti-plague, some actual poison, and some new coin at your disposal. And then you were assaulted by these Venus flytraps with rodent bodies, kind of flying in, doing all kinds of nonsense, either biting you and poisoning you, casting spells, or just causing mayhem. And then a boar came charging in, where Argo pretty much defended Captain Stormeye for the duration. That was the end of the last session. Other events prior to that, exploring the island, Jack was able to talk to the plants and find out that they can communicate, but they are liars. And then opened up this pathway through the jungle that led them in the wrong direction. Led them towards and opened a basin that was carved with exquisitely smooth stone and a giant lizard head with a forked tongue and water pouring out of both sides of this tongue down into the basin below. And there's a lot of gold coin, or at least coinage. You're not sure it's all gold, but we also got the distinct impression that this part is cursed. And you just suddenly decided to, like, no, see you, bye. After that, you get to another opening, and there's like a small pond. There's a cave over here, and you see 20 goblins ferrying in different kinds of cargo, which, as Stormeye informed you, they are the Blacktooth Grinners, I guess, notorious pirate band of smugglers who will smuggle pretty much anything, whether it's illicit drugs, tobaccos, people, whatever it is. They have no qualms about smuggling anything. After a clever distraction, you all managed to get in and crack open one of their chests, and inside is a rare tobacco that is often banned in many, many ports because of hallucinogenic properties, or it's that kind of stuff. But it also has medical properties which people often use. And depending on which black market you wish to curry those in, there is a range of price between what was it? Did we read this?
I think the social one is like 50 to 100.
Did I write it down? Was I a smart person to write it down?
I certainly wasn't.
This is when I go back and I run the episodes.
I didn't have this notebook. I didn't write it down. I think Mr. Avis did. We can check his notes for that. But they were per leaf. It was considerable gold coin. I think I'll say that. Sometimes maybe upwards of 50 gold pieces per leaf.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they told Veg that they were going to give it a proper burial.
Yes.
Take them somewhere else for proper rites.
Yes.
Yes.
Do each
They
one
got to
one by
cremate
one.
them.
And
Yeah, that's the implication.
What
Yeah.
we claimed.
Yeah. So other events that were worth remembering that we should remember, or things that I covered off. Fill in the gaps for
So
me.
you guys didn't attack the goblins, and you just saw what they had.
Tooth Fairy.
I summoned a tooth fairy
That
to
was the
buzz
clever
them,
distraction.
and
That's what it was. Yes.
50
And-
gold piece per leaf.
and they ran off after the tooth fairy
up
into
to
the forest.
60 gold piece.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
And
So-
non-pink moss is By it.
It's
Yeah.
bad. Yes.
By it.
Yeah.
It is very bad. So don't disturb. Yeah.
Interesting that it's surrounding her mother's skeleton.
Which is standing, right?
No, it's laying on the ground.
Okay. I thought it was like hold up with some lines or something.
No, that would have been cooler. I should have did that. We can make that happen. You want that to happen?
Sure.
Yeah, okay, she's standing. She's being held up by
All off.
these two large stalks of lilies, and the eyes come out, those come out of her eyes. Her jaws just kind of slack, and pink moss all the way down. I like that. That's nice.
Like,
Okay.
the foliage has has held her up. That's crazy.
Yeah. So I guess we're gonna pick up right there.
Okay.
Captain Stormeye is currently still in trance mode. She's sitting cross-legged on the ground, looking up at her mother. You've just finished combat. So if you wish to investigate things or other stuff, or you want to do stuff, knock yourself out.
I guess we'll bring her the stuff. Like, we'll bring her all the...
The satchels.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, she's still out of it. She's still in ritual mode, so she's not aware of that. And
You
don't interrupt that, right?
No, it would be best not to. She's doing something delicate. We do have to defend her, though. We were just assailed a moment before. Actually, I would like to maybe do a perception check to listen.
okay.
And go look around and see if I see anything continually out of place.
What do you mean continue out of place?
Like rustling bushes
Okay.
where kind of feel or in the sky. Not likely what I'm doing here.
Barbarian.
Offense, that's where it is.
7.
Okay. No, for all you're getting a sense that it's kind of calm at this moment. Looking around, you feel safe because you're not seeing or hearing anything that you know of, and it's kind of just weirdly quiet. Other folks, what you doing then?
I would like to use my Ocean's Bound Impulse on
Okay.
myself
Okay.
and do a little bit of healing. I would also offer the same to anyone else who is.
Very well took damage.
Yes, I could.
Woo! 3 hit points back. Let's go.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's better than nothing.
I could definitely use some healers.
Okay, maybe I'll roll better for you. 5 hit points.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I'm down 18, but I'm still pretty good.
I mean, this doesn't cost me anything to do.
Okay.
So,
I'm down a few,
like I said, I mean, I'll do it.
but this is Jack.
Would Jack request healing, or no? Is that what you're saying? Alright, 4 hit points
Flesh
to
bag
tag.
like you.
Yeah.
Are we gonna rest soon?
I don't know if we're able to. So those things just come out of nowhere. She hasn't completed her ritual.
Could be a busy day.
Okay.
Alright,
I can send the maiden to scout a little bit, like walk in circles around
Okay.
the camp.
Okay, cool. So why don't you
Max for you, you get 8 hit points.
make a perception check?
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use share senses, so I see whatever she sees. I'll just sit next to the captain.
Yeah. You're gonna have to concentrate on this though.
Ooh, not good. Yeah. Oh, perception is under what is it?
I think it only lasts
Offense.
for a minute or so.
Yeah, no, I only got a 6. So she's just running around.
Okay.
Woo!
I do think it only lasts like a minute.
What? Scouting?
No, the sheer senses.
Oh, okay.
And then you can't do it for like an hour.
Oh
Let
wow.
me see.
Oh, that seems.
Special feature. Your senses. Yeah, 1 minute.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
So
Yeah, that's the Pathfinder version of it.
yeah.
I was also disappointed at that, but that's fine.
Does that ever get improved? Wow.
it doesn't.
Well, okay, that's
it doesn't
neither here
say
nor
I
there.
can't just keep casting it though. I don't think. Let me just make sure.
Yeah, you can't cast it again for an hour.
Not on this one.
Not on that one?
I'm not
Yeah, whatever, okay.
Now.
So as your maiden kind of wanders around, roasting through the bushes, there's not much to be noticed. But in the limited time you do have the shared senses, you hear this kind of far off distant rumble coming from the center of the island. And it's just, that's what you hear. Okay?
It must be pretty loud on the 6.
Yeah.
I can still hear it.
More like it's kind of a low bassy thing. She felt it.
I guess since we're like trying to protect her, I'd be looking around too, see if there's anything bad happening.
Yeah, if you want.
Can I do a perception check?
Sure. Be my guest.
That is what Jack is good at. 16.
Okay. Yeah, so as the same time the maiden is feeling this kind of bassy rumble, kind of slight vibration through her feet, off near the center of the island you're hearing a more of a kind of like this kind of rumbling kind of sound. And then it kind of subsides quickly.
What locate is it towards the volcano?
Yes.
Is it the volcano?
It's coming from that direction. Your first guess is yes.
Okay. What? I don't know. What if the volcano on this island is active? Could it be? Does that sound? Can anybody else hear that sound? It sounded like a big earth sound, maybe.
I mean, we would have felt that.
If you're paying attention, you would have. It's not that powerful yet, where you wouldn't, feel it, not actively perceiving.
So a crack like that could send a sound wave through the air before we have an earthquake.
Well, if things start to happen, we should probably be ready to run. Possibly with the captain.
Yeah, what if like lava comes down through the trees here, and it's gonna hit the captain? Do we leave her to finish her thing, or do we?
I don't think there's much finishing much of anything when the lava's on.
Unless you duck and duck.
Nah, I don't think you can duck lava.
Nobody's seen that South Park episode?
No, sorry.
I'll have to show you that.
Alright. So as you're all kind of talking, you see Stormy go, and she kind of, her eyes, come back to being her actual eyes. She looks around, and then she puts her head down. She goes, fuck. Looks around. Oh, thank you for staying. I'm glad you are true to your word, and you swore to stay here and protect me while I was vulnerable. That's aces. Thank you.
Found the goods.
Excellent.
Killed a bunch of rat things.
What?
Rat things.
This rat body, a Venus flytrap thing flying through the air. It wasn't pleasant.
Oh, and then we point to the boar.
Well, the boar. I'm like, the boar. I understand. That's wildlife around here is very feral. There's a lot of stuff that will just kill you for funsies. But a rat Venus flytrap?
Oh, and they were flying
They were flying.
through the air.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Did they have wings?
No.
Okay. Do we have one? Can I look at one?
Yeah, we've got bodies around.
There's probably pieces of them.
Okay. Fair enough.
Go
Some were
recreate.
burnt really bad.
She
Others
goes over.
were cut up a lot.
And she starts to inspect them, and she looks really concerned. She takes out like a dagger, starts pulling different parts away, like exploring the anatomy, and as best she can. Because these were not here last time. These are new, and this seems bad. These are a fusion of plants and carcasses. It looked like, because I think the rat was already dead.
Cool.
Right.
Plants eating dead animals.
What? Well,
Kind of how it works.
probably closer to animating them, not necessarily eating them. Using it as a vessel for transportation and or assault.
That seems fair.
Yeah, but this is an unusual turn of events, even for this island. This is not natural, as I'm sure you would understand. And your druid forebears, I imagine.
Yeah, all the plants in here are really weird.
Yeah.
Also, the moss here that pink moss is not good to touch.
Good to know. Good to know. Thank you.
It's all around your mom there. Is that okay?
I'm still working on that. Because she has not been as forthright as I'm hoping. She's not been as helpful as I was hoping.
Yeah, she's dead.
Yes.
Which would make you think, like at that point, what do you got to lose? You could just, be honest about stuff.
No. Not every ghost, not every spirit. Sometimes those old arguments, they take them to the grave.
Oh, that's a tough goal.
Thank you. As a dwarf, I imagine you have some of your own grievances.
Hey, there's a grudge in there too.
Fair enough. But, that being said, and I really hate to say it, I'm going to have to go back into trance mode to keep talking to my mom to get the information I need. So, that said, there is a cave not far from here. If you go north and then take northwest towards the volcano, you will. There's a cave that will have a carved opening. It'll have like lizard-esque scales around it. Inside that cave is a small crystal bell. And if you can get that crystal bell back, that'll be one step closer to us reaching better things.
There's like gold or something. Treasure.
No, not in there.
Okay, but that's closer to getting the thing.
Yes. Riches.
Actually, speaking of the volcano,
Oh yeah.
listen very carefully. There's a bit of a basey something going on in the direction of it. I'm a little worried that it might be getting ready to do something.
Okay.
If it goes off, then you assume your trance. Would you like us to try and pull you away?
Yes!
Kind of thought that would be your answer.
You never know.
So.
I love that just immediately. Yeah.
I mean,
Some weird
Don't
magic,
know how
or
the-
if you're in a
Don't know
trance,
how
you
the
have a
trance
magic
works, yeah.
bubble protection, and then, I guess, once you come out of the trance, that bubble leave or something.
right. I didn't. Okay. You're okay. You're part of the crew. You're part of the crew. Crew. Okay.
I've not experienced these magics.
I need new crew. Okay. Anyway, so I only have a couple minutes. I have to get back into this and hopefully persuade my mother to be more helpful because she's not. And if a few of you could stay behind to protect me, that would be wonderful. We're to make sure things don't go sideways on me.
Just sideways?
Anyways,
Okay.
I don't want to die. Okay.
That monster's lifting her up. That's not sideways.
Safe.
Right. So, and with that said, she sits back down. She sits cross-legged in front of her mother, standing over her, and she closes her eyes. Then, she's just had this moment where her eyes fly open, and there's just pools of white, cloudy white, as she looks up at her mom, and then something's happening. There seems to be some kind of connection between the two. And you feel this kind of energy around you kind of envelope you. It says calm. It it's nice, but at the same time, it's also like it's this real like electricity, like electrical. Okay. What do you wish to do?
We should stay.
She does. She has tasked us with retrieving this bell. And if that volcano is going to do something, we should probably grab it before that happens.
Mm.
So we do need to send at least some of us to get it.
So who stays and who goes? Arco and
I could probably wake up
Coda and Coco could watch.
Aye, 3 should be enough to keep the captain safe.
What was your
Unless you
intention
want us
there?
to
Was
split
that
the
like-
party.
Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah.
Oh,
Wait
okay.
For all the other absent players to just stay and just protect.
Do you want Jack to stay?
Do you want Jack to
Jack
stay?
is going to
Yeah.
stay with Coco.
Okay. Then
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, the
That's what's gonna
package
happen.
deal, so okay.
Yeah. That's my DM way of saying like, hey, look, they're all doing this thing. Let's move on.
Got it. Understood. Yeah, we'll stay.
But if you don't want to do that, it's also okay. It's fine.
Alright, well, you keep the captain safe. We'll go to this cave, we'll find the crystal bell, and we'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
Okay.
Hopefully.
How big are lambs' tails? I've never seen a lamb. They're quite small. Okay.
Okay. So as you all proceed forward, leaving your compatriots behind, you strike out north first. And what is your marching order?
Let's see. Who is the tankiest of us? Probably.
Otter or the maiden's okay. It's more like a fighter, I guess. You know. Like,
I feel like for pure tanking, we've said tank, you're it.
Bravo! Bravo, man.
Thank
Okay.
you.
I could take third in line, maybe.
We have the minis for this.
These guys.
Pay no attention to this dashing tiefling. It's actually not.
Alright, sure.
For the sake of simplicity, you go ahead and be the dwarf.
Okay. This time?
Because
we did
you
have some
are a
trouble
dwarf?
with that.
this is This is
I'll
the
be-
only lady. We'll make her the maiden. I'll be this guy.
I'll be Snickers.
Nice.
Oh my.
So if we notice an uptick in stabbing this session,
Stabby,
They said third.
Okay,
I
so-
think I should go fourth. I don't know what's your guy again. You want to do the back or not?
my guy's pretty tough. I'll take the rear position.
He's not.
The maiden can go off the front more. That's fine. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, that's good.
That looks solid.
Okay.
I think Grim can handle pretty much anything, yeah? Or is he better at distance?
No, I'm better up close. I have range, but not like.
Okay. So as you start marching through the forest, it is not cooperative. It is not giving you any kind of clear indication of a path to take, like it had in the past. It is in the forest. The jungle is very dense. You're hacking through large ferns and large trees and bushes. Like jungle vegetation. It is humid. It is wet. And the heat is kind of oppressive down here in the lower levels. Up in the upper canopies and stuff, you hear things passing, jumping back and forth. Whether it is kind of these like monkeys or lizards or whatever, you hear some movement up above you. There is virtually no breeze down here. However, as you are walking through and slowly navigating through this dense jungle terrain, you hear a new sound. Kind of a rustling, kind of almost purposely rustling. Would you like to introduce your character?
Oh, it's now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, through the wood, it's like almost like a part of the woods like comes out. It starts moving. Like so, it's not just you're seeing the vines of the woods, but then there's part of the vines are animate. But this part of the vines is wearing like a cloak kind of. It's going over the shoulders, and a big cape that's coming back down. Big collar coming up, and a bicorn hat. And then where a person's head should be, these vines come up and wrap around this, like a hole in space, where there's just a void and kind of stars. And he just kind of goes, "Oh, people! Hello!" And as he talks, the thing lights up, as it speaks. Greetings! Phil Harmonica the First, at your service! Or actually, would you mind being at my service? I would like to get off this island. Do you have a way out of here? And also, as he's moving, you realize he's got 4 arms that are going around.
Should I kill the thing?
Well, no, please! I mean you no harm!
He's got 4 arms. So he's at least got
Jack
4 ways.
did warn us that the jungle lies. He seems to be made of jungle.
Huh. I would never lie to another person!
How do you do an insight check in this?
That'd be perception.
And against my deception?
Yep.
Fantastic, because I am lying.
Oh, I'm terrible.
Oh god, yep.
That's the second.
No idea what's going on.
A what check? Perception?
First is my deception.
Sense motive is
I'm-
a perception roll.
Yeah.
Nat 20 for 24.
Okay,
Oh
so
my
hold
God.
on. I'm going to do musical accompaniment. That gives me a +1 to performance checks. I have virtuosic performer, which gives me a +1 circumstance bonus to performance checks. And then I can have a thing that allows me to focus spell. Not that one. No, not that one. No, musical accompaniment is what allows me to get a +1 performance checks. But it provides this bonus to deception, diplomacy, and intimidation checks as well. Great. So, that means I got a +2. So, 10 plus 15 is 25.
What?
Well, I had a 17 in my sense motive.
It's terrible. I rolled another 2.
Nat 20 for 24.
The +1s do work.
Okay, so
Heresy.
he, I guess this new figure comes off as very convincing. And in spite of your initial hesitations, you seem to want to believe what he just said about not hurting people.
Not just not hurting people, but also that I don't lie. Ever.
I kind of like this guy. He's been abandoned like I was for years.
Oh, you were lost on the seas as well.
Yes.
Oh my.
I mean, to me it seems he has a real honest where a face ought to be.
It is a little hard to read. What is your face?
This is I'm aware. Yes, this is my face. I go like this and cast Figment, so that I have a person face that just looks like.
Should be a little print, like it's just in the voice. It's very tiny.
Hey, what's up? Down here. No, it's like just like over the top of it. That's just kind of like, winking. Yeah. Used car salesman kind of.
Gotcha.
So, where are you headed on this fine day?
To a cave in the north. Have you been here long?
I've been here quite some time.
Have you seen any crystal bells?
No.
Caves with scales?
Oh, can I do like a history check or something to see if I know what they're talking about?
Sure.
Wait, not history.
Or a lore? You can do nature or knowledge.
Cool, I have plus 0 to those. That's good, straight roll. I got a 17!
Yeah, you have, in your wanderings around, you have wandered across several locations with serpentine, either architecture, including the basin with the coins, cave they're looking for, but also other dotted spots around the island.
Yes, there's many places with serpenty scale bits around it. I actually got here on this island by fighting a 3-headed serpent. I had to choke it out. It's really hard to do when there's like 3 heads at once.
Auspicious that you have 4 arms. You had an extra one for punching.
Very lucky. Very lucky. Everyone always says how incredibly lucky I am. To be in that situation with that many heads. It would have been worse if there was a 4th head on the serpent. I might not have been able to hold on at the same time.
Who's everybody if you're alone?
Oh, people. People.
Oh my god.
Tag's just scratching his head. I don't know if he knows there's not people.
So, would you want to head towards the nearest location? You're looking for some sort of...
Yes, a cave in the north.
Oh, I know just the place. I don't know if I know just the place, but I'm going to head it out as if I do. Like,
Okay.
"Just follow me this way. You do have a boat, right?
Oh my
Yes.
god.
It's not technically ours, but it is ours.
Close enough.
Close enough. Okay.
What's
So-
your character's name again?
I am Sir Phil Harmonica the First.
Okay. So, as Mr. Harmonica takes the lead, leading you through the jungle, I need all of you to make perception checks.
Come on, anything but a 2. 12, okay.
Oh,
16.
Wait, what I do?
10.
I'm gonna play some music that seems to just come out of nowhere.
Okay.
Instead of doing a perception check, I am gonna... Who looks like they're good at looking at things?
I mean, I have a +7, but I just rolled like absolute dog shit, so. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I just rolled a 22 on looking at
This is not gonna matter. I'm just gonna roll anyway.
it.
I'll just do
Just do
perception.
your thing.
I have... 22.
Okay. So we're at 17,
22.
22,
16.
16. Dog shit.
Also a 22.
22, okay.
16 plus 6.
Yeah,
19.
it was technically a 10.
Okay.
+7.
So, everybody except for Tag. But, I mean, there's enough of you around to make this worthwhile. You notice that there's some rustling coming from different parts on this side of you and this side of you. And they're kind of scurrying around. It's also a kind of quick movement here, and it stops. Quick movement stops, quick movement stops. And sometimes they hang out in the jungle, the kind of underbrush. Sometimes you hear kind of skittering up. So let's see. Who had the highest? 22?
22.
There was
22.
a couple.
222.
Okay, 222s? Okay. So, based upon previous experiences, it sounds like goblins have found you and are tracking you and trying to, for whatever that's what you know. It sounds like goblin movement.
You're the next person.
You playing music.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe I should be with the
Totally
Vikings.
is. It's just like... Yeah, I'm gonna... As soon as I hear the goblin
That
go,
makes more sense. Yeah, let's do
Okay,
that.
music stops.
I'm gonna turn around very closely to turn to Tag and just be like...
I hear that skittering and scuttering. I think the goblins may have taken an interest in us.
Repent of that.
What do you wish to do?
How far away from us are they? Like the brushes.
They're not terribly close. They're within probably 30 feet, and that's probably the closest. They might be out to 45. It's difficult to tell. But it's definitely, you get a sense that it was just a scouting party and not like a raiding party. So how do you wish to proceed?
Stabbing them.
I wouldn't mind throwing a random ignition out in their direction. Oh no, I have to point at a target. I can't just put a fireball out.
Not that high level yet.
We don't see them. We just hear them.
Yes. I mean, you know they're generally over here, and they're generally over here. And from what the skittering sounds, there might be 4.
Off in the general direction of, let's say, this group over here. I would like to cast Timber in the direction of another tree.
Timber?
There's a 15-foot line. I create a small dead tree in my space that falls over on anyone in its path and then immediately decomposes.
Such a ridiculous.
What?
So I raise a tree which immediately falls over.
Okay.
Aiming at a tree, so I'm going to try to domino trees.
Yes, domino trees. Okay. Oh yeah, you 100% domino some trees. And then, so as you cast Timber, kind of, and heads, you hear this crackling, snapping sound, and at least 2 or 3 trees just fall down, laying waste to all the clearing and undergrowth beneath it. And while that happens, you hear this sickening crunching, and you hear a smushing sound. And then, if you look carefully, you see like these 2 goblin feet underneath one of the trunks.
The irony was he was standing there. Captain's log. Starving. Oh God, is that a tree?
You hear the other one next to him going, Teeks! and just sort of skitter away.
Do we want them to get away or not?
Well, if they really want to get away, I don't think there's much of a way to stop them. The other ones could just go the other direction and heat up. But perhaps we've scared them enough to leave our trail alone. And actually, for the hell of it, after casting that spell, I am going to, air quotes, use an action to use Arcane Cascade.
Okay.
After my most recent action is to cast a spell or make a spell strike, I can enter a stance, in which I divert a portion of that spell's magic into me, and to keep it cycling through, my movement speed is increased 10 feet.
Nice.
Until I decide to end the stance.
Okay. Anyone else wish to do anything?
I could run them down if we want to. That's up to you.
Go that fast?
I'd have to burn a spell, but she goes 55 per movement.
And she's smashing after she does it?
What? Yeah, that's one ability. Like, yeah. You want to run down the goblins if you want to.
If they can't tell the others that there's people here to capture, we don't have to worry about being captured.
Okay.
It might be worth it.
Alright.
Pull the trigger, Dan.
Yeah, okay. I'll do Evolution
thing.
Surge on the Maiden, which increases her... There's a bunch of options, but one is to increase her by 20 feet speed for a minute. So she can run down one, I can run down another, and you can run down one or whatever.
Okay.
Here we go!
We're fighting? Now?
Perhaps.
Unless they surrender.
Okay, let's roll initiative.
Alright.
That's perception too in this one?
Yes.
14.
Oh, I rolled so much better outside of my dice box.
Hold on. Oh my god, they get no bonus. That's all. I've got a 16.
Also 16. I also have a 12.
14.
Okay,
One of
so
those cards.
Add to,
This is
it's just perception? Okay. So 23.
oh, okay. Tag, you're up first. So 15 to 14. 15 to
14.
10. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
You had a
We
okay.
both had 12.
Wait, I thought you had a 16.
No, that was me.
Okay, Zuna had a 16.
I have
Zuna,
bonuses if you let me go first.
Yeah.
Krell,
How old were
12,
you?
12.
We have to wait till 12 in order?
No, he was
No,
just
no,
saying
before.
between the two of
Oh,
us.
Okay, so
let
between the
Phil
two
be
of
the
you, who's
first.
going first?
Phil be the first.
You're going for okay. Okay, so it's Tag, me, Azuna, then it's Krell, Harmonica, and Grim.
Phil, please. Phil. Sir
Phil.
Phil. We're in pleasant company.
I
Or something.
Oh, it's Izuna.
Well, it isn't, but spelled I.
Okay.
It's easy.
Okay. Izuna.
Yeah,
Right.
because just now when
All right,
you
tag.
said
Okay.
insane.
So, as far as we can tell,
Just for the benefit
one
of
goblin
the
ahead of us, yes?
There's one over kind of running away this way, and you know there's probably a couple back here.
Okay. And just to clarify with everybody, we are murdered. Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
Alright.
yeah.
So,
We just squished one with a tree, so I think it's safe to say yes.
well, yeah, you know, but I mean, like, there's collateral damage and then there's
There-
very much on purpose.
They're notoriously bad people. I think we can do this without too much guilt.
Cool.
And I don't want to get back to lose.
That's true. So I'm going to... Like, do I have a clear line of sight on the big group?
No.
There's no
No.
group. Oh.
Okay.
You just know generally where they are.
We've just kind of heard where.
Yeah. If you can rush in and probably get a better look.
Hold on. Let's have some fun. Okay. So...
Yeah, let's do
I
it.
like that.
Says that. I like
If
fun.
they're, like, right here, I'm gonna, like, run over here first. And then I'm going to chuck a hatchet. Just into where I think they are.
Okay.
Skin it into the bushes.
Okay. So how do I'm gonna give you a -2 to attack for the because you don't know exactly where they are.
Yeah. I just hear the noises on
Yeah,
this
yeah.
truck. Okay. 12 plus 8 minus 2, 18.
That's a hit.
Okay. So 1d6 plus 4. Oh, wait a minute, hang on a second. We wouldn't have been fatigued after our first encounter, right? Okay. Unfortunately, due to the nature of what I am, I've raged.
Okay.
So, I've thrown the axe.
Some giant raging otter.
Oh, dude. So 10
It's
damage.
unfortunate for the goblins.
How do you want to do this?
So, you know, I don't know where they are. I've seen a couple goblins, so I kind of know how big they are. So I'm like, and just in like through the smacking rough leads, you just hear like, and just like, just some fucking goblin is just obliterated in the ribs by a hatchet that's like almost as big as him, and
Oh my god.
the rest of them are just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. The other one's just like, ah! And he's just like,
And then I run further over to the side. So
Okay.
that when eventually some of them come towards me, I'm ready.
okay. My turn. This guy's like, ah! And he starts running and tripping and stumbling through this direction. It's all like very difficult terrain, so he's not moving very fast. Well, what is the speed? Oh, it's not much. Oh, it's not. It's bad. Okay, you know he's over here. He got this far, and this one got out to here. You know, because they're both like, ah! You're running. Yeah, that's good.
Just
Okay.
the 2 left?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Azuna, Curl's on deck.
This one.
So, let's see, I think
There's one over here, and then there's one way
I'll
over
head
there.
off towards this one since I already timbered this way.
Okay. It's difficult terrain. You can only move.
20, 30. Then I'll use another action to 10, 20, 30.
Okay.
And then the both up over 5s.
Yep.
Do I see any?
You gotta make a perception
Okay.
because he is hidden.
Is using a skill use one of your points when you do 3 actions, or no?
Normally it would. I'm not gonna do it.
Okay, I'm just getting used to Pathfinder.
I never like that rule with any system. I think it's crap.
Great.
Because then you can't do cool stuff like
Yeah.
I do acrobatics or jumping and
combat.
attacks.
Yeah.
There's no reason.
I know,
Like-
right? I gotta waste action. You know, I think it's
And
garbage.
it's like, look, I'm just asking you. Look quick. Do I see it or not?
Yeah.
Yeah. 50.
That's what,
We'll do that.
that's what checks should be for.
So you know he's pretty much right here. you nailed him.
But can't see him though. He's like hidden.
He's got some cover, but you can definitely you see him. He's in mid run. He's kind of running through the jungle.
Perfect.
Yeah.
For one action, I will use my focus spell. Dimensional Assault.
Oh my god.
That just sounds.
Why does it sound so
only
awful?
second level!
I know, like why?
dimensional?
So bad.
Against a
Comes with
goblin?
being a magus. DC 17, range is half of my speed. You tumble through space, making a short dimensional hop to better position yourself for an attack. Teleport to any square in range that's within reach of a creature. Then make a melee strike against one creature within your reach.
Okay.
So I'm literally just Nightcrawler bouncing over to slice it.
Yes, Nightcrawler.
And
Love it.
I don't know, they give me a DC 17 if it's I make that melee attack. Alright. 19 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay. I'm assuming he's not flat-footed anymore.
No.
That's the broken extra damage. Only 4.
How do you want to do this?
Nice.
Oh. So, I imagine I kind of run, see him rustling around the bushes, and you just see, like, shadows engulf me.
Mhm.
And then, just kind of like, mist shows, just appears next to him. I step out of it and go across the throat, and you just see a nice slice line in foliage.
Nice. Okay. Krell.
Alright, I will have the.
no, I'm sorry.
You missed one?
No, Krell, you're right. I'm sorry. Krell, Phil's on deck.
I will have the maiden run towards the one that's somewhere over there.
Okay.
And it's half speed,
Yeah.
so half of 110. I'll use 2. So how is that? Okay. So
5 each. Or 10 each.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like at 20 spaces?
Yeah,
Okay, half.
you'll get there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Do I see him? I'm like,
Yeah, the mage is like, running
she's
through.
running super fast.
Yeah. Knocking down jungle stuff.
Horrifying for these goblins.
The guy was like,
Alright, we're scouting.
Yeah.
A tree fell on Buddy.
yeah.
Tree just fell on that dude. He just caught an axe to everything.
Somebody else.
I don't even know what happened to that guy.
And then
Yeah.
this like
Here comes the
maybe
scariest
I'm gonna
lady
get
I've
away.
ever seen.
Maybe I'm gonna get away. What the fuck is that?
This maiden comes through.
And she winds up her hand real big to attack.
Oh my god.
15 plus whatever she does.
That's a hit. That's a hit.
Okay.
Straight up.
What are
Just roll
attacks on
damage.
me? There it is. Slap.
Oh my god.
A D8 plus 4.
Keep slapping some goblins.
So 8 cold damage.
How do you want to do this?
I think everything our hand touches, like it's like liquid nitrogen, it just freezes off. So his face just cracks. So he doesn't know he's like dead yet, and then all of a sudden, like his face falls
There's like
off.
crystalline portions of his body left, and it just kind of slumps to the ground.
Yeah,
the rest
like-
of his face is shatters.
Getting killed by the others. That's cool.
Oh my! Well, that's all of them.
Poor bastard.
Good job.
Won't be telling on us now.
Man, Phil is like, "Whoa, ah, ah, we got them."
Right, Grim is like similarly like standing there. His magical stuff's just swirling around him like, oh, it's over. Oh, all right.
How many did you get?
Oh, none.
Oh, I got at least 5.
I was standing right here.
I'm very fast.
If you say so.
Oh my god. Okay. So as you all kind of come back in line.
I'll have the maiden carry him back.
Oh my gosh! Really?
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Does he have anything on him like that could be useful? Like,
Well, he has his weapon, which is a dog slicer,
well, I don't think we're going to be encountering many dogs. Maybe if
and
there's a rat,
he has like 3 silver on him,
that's
and like a bat wing.
I'll take
You're gonna use it.
So okay.
I'll blow my ancient dust on him and start reducing him to bone and just take a snack for later.
Okay, that works.
In case we get hungry.
Yeah.
I don't intend to have another guy that
robbing
is
the
all about
pockets of the
bones,
goblin.
but hey, man.
I'm going to begin my conflict spell ritual to regain that. It takes 10 minutes and it's basically just me going.
Okay,
Yeah. Or it's a regiment thing as we move.
so you can do this while moving, or do you have to stay still and rest, sort of?
So the wording is: you refill your focus pool during daily preparations, and you can regain 1 focus point by spending 10 minutes using the refocus activity. So I'm going to look at that. We'll study your spellbook and perform a physical regimen.
You're gonna have to rest for that.
Okay.
You always pause for a short thing.
How long does it take?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
We can
So
also
you'll
just
have
keep
10
going.
minutes like just to hang out a little bit, recuperate, examine stuff, whatever you want to do.
You know what? Totally do it, because my healing thing has a 10-minute timeout, and that guarantees that I can use it again right now.
Okay.
What does it just look around for whatever?
You can do invest if you want to investigate a certain area. You can do that. If you just want to do like all around, that's kind of your perception. You could probably make survival work in this case too, if you want to.
Tucker, were your guys pretty oofed up?
I'm still okay. Well, I'm better, rather.
Again, I would like to remind you that this healing does not cost me any resources.
That's
It's
so
it's
weird to me,
only
yeah.
that 10-minute timeout is the limitation, as long as I have my kinetic aura active.
Yeah,
I'm going to heal myself right now. I'm just asking, do you want me to heal you too?
Yeah, let me get No, I'm kidding.
Can I get a number 2 healing with the egg roll? Alright, that's 4 more hit points
Egg
for
roll.
me, which gets me pretty close to max, and I'm rolling the HPs individually. For tag 8, you're welcome.
Sweet.
That's
Thank
the
you,
maximum healing I'm capable of. And, oh, you're not the same character anymore. I was like, do you need healing, Jack, who's back with it? Never mind. Never mind, Sir Harmonica. Carry on.
Okay.
Yeah, I have nothing. I'm just gonna have the maiden fiddle around looking for anything.
Okay.
And I have +0. So 2 + 0. I've rolled 3 2s today.
Oh my.
5 rolls or 4 rolls. On different dice too.
Yeah.
I'm sitting too close to Tucker.
While you're kind of all chilling out and resting, Phil is going to just go on about, like, what an incredible display of prowess you all had. There were 30 goblins rummaging through the forest, and you took them out with one by one, and oh my gosh, they were riding on giant spiders, and he's just going, basically, like, blowing up this whole encounter.
100% just gonna let you do and say all of that, and then once you're done doing your business, I'm starting to have me doubts about our new friend being as he said, someone who never ever lies.
Well, maybe embellishes the truth.
I mean, he still seems a right great fellow. Like I said, he's just got a sort of area where a face ought to be that you can trust. But but I do think he's a bit of an exaggerator. Thank you.
That's a great line. Other things. What you doing else?
I mean, he's got the spirit, which is the important thing.
Is there? There is nobody that looks like actually really hurt.
Not anymore.
No
especially.
one was
Okay.
like severely damaged.
Okay. So before you finish your little kind of siesta here, you hear definitely a much more louder rumble and explosion coming from the north, coming from the volcano. Like it's definitely something, I don't know how to say this, propelled out. And you don't know if it's actually lava from the volcano itself, or if there's this kind of other kind of tube where like an earth blew out, you know. But there's something. It was definitely a rock-centered kind of sound explosion, and you hear it landing in the floor into this kind of trickle of dust and soil going through the leaves.
Phil immediately does a 90-degree turn and goes, right this way! Cave with scales! Come with me!
We should maybe hustle.
Okay.
I'm like basically doing a slow U-turn to go back the other way.
You all recognize this.
I see, but the north is in fact in that direction.
Are you sure? I know these woods like the back of my bark.
Well, the problem is that a direction isn't normally a circle. It's several directions.
Okay.
We need to go one
right
direction.
over
I really love the idea of you pointing and simultaneously like,
there. Yeah, there's four hands. right over there.
Just because you have more hands than me doesn't mean it's more right. North is this way. We need to hurry.
You really going towards the fire and explosions?
So we are.
Yeah, that's enough to do.
You do have a ship, right?
oh yeah, it's quite large too.
And you should come with us to the ship. And I
Yeah.
go over and grab his arm.
Fun! Let's go!
Okay. So as you're going through the jungle, and Harmonica's just like, yeah!
Like
Are you
I'm little kid holding his hand right now, just like
Dragging him?
well, like whatever one I grabbed, I've got a firm hold of, and I don't think he can break the grip. So I'm just like following Rin's character is Izuna. Thank you.
Okay. So, as you're all... Wait, no, you're the
That
kobold.
gets me on the
Okay. So, as you're all kind of marching through the jungle, on following the directions, that as best as Stormite gave you, you're going to head west a little bit, and I need you to make a, let's see, let's do a survival check, or a perception check, or a nature check.
Perception's going to be the only one.
Okay.
Here we go.
13.
Oh.
Hero point.
Okay.
So wait, so before we do that...
Oh, was that okay for everyone?
I have a thing... Just want to... Status, attack, and damage. No, that's not the one. I have notes on how to use my character, because I haven't done this before. Friends in combat are afraid. Aid reaction as performance. Okay, so who's got high perception?
I think Tag's up.
I got +7. Yeah.
Have you done your roll yet?
I did a 13.
Okay.
6 + 7.
It's still not going to be as good as I'm not full or not Well, I'm trying to figure out how to use this aid. It's supposed to be a reaction. I can use my performance, which is +8, to give a status bonus. So aid normally gives like a +1 or +2, depending on the thing. And I don't feel like it's as good as doing a whole roll myself. Isn't me doing a whole roll with +8 better than
Yeah.
Well,
than 8?
when you give a status bonus, is it your +8, or is it a different modifier?
Are you saying like if you use the help action, that's not as good as just rolling yourself?
Right. My help action only gives at like most +2.
I think it comes down to if you have a large bonus, you're better off rolling. If you have like a
No
+0,
bonus.
you're better off giving somebody else a +1 or 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to perception, so I could do so I have +6 to perception.
So it depends on what skills.
I would roll your own.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. This is gonna take.
No, it's
a little bit
alright.
to
I mean,
upgrade.
you have switched characters.
I have attempted to make a character that buffs the party,
I'm using that hero point die.
and I have not had a chance to buff the
I'm
party.
gonna call this one survival.
This is a homemade 20 perception.
Okay.
I got 21 perception.
Okay.
26 perception. Wait.
Count. Okay.
8, 9, 10, 11. 12,
Homemade
13,
20 for survival.
It's all over 20.
21, 22, 23, 24.
Nice.
Nice. Good for us.
Okay. So after some time has passed, you have kind of going through the jungle. You all realize you're on the right track. You are, heading west towards this cave, and it comes to a point where you get to this point of this clearing, and the cave is in front of you. It's got this lizard head, much like the basin. It sticks out over you, its mouth open. Instead of a tongue leading out, delivering water, it's just the tongue is on the ground, and it's got this kind of forked at the end of it, and it leads back into the lower depths of the cave. Like you're going down this esophagus, essentially. So, you see this, but on the top of the cave, you hear this kind of sticky sound, and you see this little frog person, which you know is a Gripply. As kind of he's looking, he sticks there, and he's green colored, kind of brown colored, enough to blend in with his surroundings. He's definitely native to this part of the world, and he's just like, "Help!
Greetings, friend.
Friend, yes! Help! 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 Home! Burning lava!
Yes, there's much lava and burning. Would you like to come with us?
No! I need you! Help! You help! This way!
Help with what?
In there,
No!
Cave? No.
No, other way! Home! Burning!
How many people are in your little house?
4
Four other little frog people like you.
plus village.
An entire village of frog people.
Yeah.
Burning with lava.
We have no water. We can't get to it right quick.
You should leave most quickly.
Make a perception, diplomacy check for me.
Oh, great. I can use, now I can do something. Great. Yes, so I can use performance as diplomacy, and I can get, so musical company, it starts like chiptune, kind of like, stuff starts coming from everywhere, and, kind of like chiptune mixed with, like, modem sounds.
Oh my gosh.
And, so that's +1 status bonus, and then I got a +1 impressive performance. Oh, this also lets me use performance instead of diplomacy. Very weird. Okay. So, that is another 25.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That is good. And as the Gripply looks around, kind of bewildered at the rest of you. Okay.
Yes, get them to run away.
in fact, they should probably maybe run towards the shoreline and the water's far off, because if that keeps going off, there could be a lot more fire.
Okay. That makes sense. That's good. Towards the water. Okay. Here's a sticker suction cups up through the trees, and he just kind of leaps through the trees very nimbly and disappears. With that, we're gonna take a quick break.
Okay. I wish him luck. Oh, not that one.
Not that one.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, that's the right button. And we're back live. Hey, everybody. So, if you're out there in Cyrus, thank you for hanging out with us and checking out our game. Again, we're playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition. We're still 2nd level, so we're still very much new to this. It's only our 8th, 9th time playing. Yeah.
Episode
9.
9. Yes.
Oh,
that's what
yeah.
it says.
Yeah. So we're still very much in the very beginnings of this whole thing. Still trying to get our bearings on this whole system and the game itself. But if you're out there, cool. Thanks for hanging out with us and thanks for watching. I'm pretty sure that your Wolfman's out there. If you are, good to see you, man. That's awesome. Thank you.
Is he? Oh yeah, there's a handful of people.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Alex is
Nice.
watching. Or she was.
Alex!
Big time difference or only a couple hours?
No, she's
still
in the state, buddy.
Oh,
Yeah.
She's an hour away.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She
Okay.
went to Europe or something.
I always imagined it was like out there somehow.
Yeah.
Out there.
No, I imagined if she was going to Europe, that would only sweeten the deal.
That's not even where they're going.
No, I
It's just, Tucker. Anyway.
said it without remorse. Oh god.
No, you just deserve to get
Okay.
shot.
I don't have a gun. You can have my bullets. So.
Okay.
So, in that case, let's see. So, with
This is hiding.
I don't think Mr. Avis is going to be out for Wednesday, so there's going to be no hunters this week. So they're on a bye week. Continue with Steam potentially next Sunday.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
Why
Ready to rock
not?
and roll?
All signs point towards yes.
Oh yeah, the otter train goes forward. It is a railroad. And then back for right now. Next Monday is a go, but unless things go weird with my brother, or I have to help him move, I might be out next Monday. But I will know within a few days. So that's my only caveat for next Monday. Other than that, any other announcements? Things that are happening, things you should know about. Alright, cool. Back in action. So as you tell the Gripply some very convincing dialogue from Phil over here, he's like, okay, and he just flitters off through the upper parts of the canopy back to his home to apparently do something to save or move his family or his home towards the shoreline. Mm-hmm. Okay. And if they cannot, kind of save them. So, as you are making your way through the rest of the jungle, you come upon the mouth of the cave. And there's a grim blackness ascending all the way down through here. This outer portion is smooth carved stone, very much like the lizard head you saw at the basin. And it comes out, it's got a tongue kind of rolling out here, and it forks out this way. So, how do you wish to proceed?
Who here has problems with sight?
I can just cast light. You want to? You need to go in, right? A light bulb. Here, and I put over the shoulder of Tag a little light orb.
Okay, but you're still coming with, and I've still got his hand.
Wait, but I don't think necessary.
Oh, it's okay, you gotta come with me.
What are you? Why are you all headed into this dark, mysterious cave?
We're to retrieve a crystal bell.
Oh, is it worth a lot of money?
Haven't the slightest idea.
You don't know if it's worth a lot of money, but you're going to go get it.
Our companion is very capable and said that we should get it.
You don't know why you're going to get it, but you need to get it for someone else.
So you remember the ship that you've been so desirous of?
All the time.
It is captained by a captain for whom we are retrieving this bell.
Into the cave!
There we go.
Very persuasive. Very good.
Awesome.
And,
Okay.
Actually, as far as marching order goes, put Grim a little bit more up front. because I have terrain expertise underground.
Alright.
I like the idea that, like, Tag has still got a hold of Phil, and he is trying to move forward instead of backwards this time, and it's just not going anywhere because he's still
I'm just
in place.
a big lump.
Okay. So, as you come to the entrance, as you get inside, you see the stonework is exceptionally smooth. It even after what appears to be a long, long time, because moss is growing over this, not the pink moss, but another vine and the vegetation kind of growing over different sections of the stonework. But underneath it, it looks pristine. Very well crafted, like something almost otherworldly. And that extends down like this. I mean, this is not going to do it justice, but it extends down to like 30 feet. Okay, so imagine this to be a 30-foot section, and it also mirrors the inside of what you would assume to be the inside, a reptile's esophagus. So as the stonework it gets smoother, it also kind of takes this different kind of cellular look, and then instead of being downward like most reptile scales are, it kind of goes down like horizontally, almost like towards down an esophagus or a gullet, so to speak, like you're going down its throat. You know, and the tongue section is a distinct pattern along this portion of the cave. Do you wish to do anything?
I believe I choked this three-headed serpent to death, and now here it is, turned to stone on the island. Now I have to travel inside. Incredible.
Where would the other two heads be?
Yes, somewhere here on the island, I assume.
No doubt lost underground after he suplexed it.
Let's see. I don't know if I can have anything interesting for this kind of deal.
Okay. Feel free to make checks or use abilities or whatever you wish. If you want. You don't have to.
Yeah, I don't have any survival or knowledge things that are useful.
Okay.
Well, my terrain expertise grants me a +1 circumstance bonus to survival checks in my terrain, so I would like to make a survival check to make sure none of us trip, fall, and die.
Okay, survival I can help with.
Okay,
I'm going to do the thing that I've been trying to do for a bit here. This is uplifting overture. So I'm going to use performance to aid his check into survival.
Okay.
Okay.
How do you do aid again? You do a roll.
I don't know what the DC is.
Aid. When you use your aid action, attempt a skill check or attack roll of a type decided by the GM.
Typical DC is 15, but the GM can adjust it.
You're doing survival, right?
I am doing his survival aid, but I'm using performance.
Then do a performance check.
Yeah, I know. That's the plan.
Yeah.
So I will also do musical accompaniment and boost that, which will get me a 14.
Okay, that's enough.
I rolled a 4 on the die.
Oh boy.
Okay. So that's
That's +1 to your roll?
+1.
Yeah, I give you +1.
okay. So that +1 plus my own +1 equals +2 +8 total.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all. Oh hell yeah! 15 on the die becomes a 23.
Okay, so you're in your favorite terrain. What are you looking for?
Any obvious dangers?
Okay. At this point, there's nothing obvious standing out, and you're looking at the stonework, and it's very ritualistic. It's almost like this is a cave designed for a higher purpose. So, like in this section, there's nothing you see.
Okay. No obvious dangers or traps, but if you notice that the stonework is a wee bit unusual here, it's not just functional. It's almost as if it were constructed in a ritualistic manner.
Almost as if it were a live serpent at one point, and I wrestled it here.
No, not like that at all. More like there was like a cult of people who built this for religious reasons.
Could be that too.
No offense.
None taken, good sir. None taken.
A recall knowledge arcana.
Okay.
See if maybe this has the cursed vibes like the other place did.
I do it again.
He's here to help.
His
name
for
is Phil.
21 this time.
That's going to be at least a +1 because it's not critical, right?
I don't know. 21?
No, +1.
15, you need 25 or better.
Okay.
Right? It's 10 different.
23.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. So you're looking. There's no curse vibes here that you're gathering. Actually, it seems almost the opposite. Like this is, in the sense, a holy place for the people who built this. You got a kind of weird piece to it.
Good news, everyone. No bad juju vibes like the other basin place. This actually feels rather peaceful. It's actually maybe like an actual sacred holy ground. Hopefully that bodes well for us.
Okay. Anybody else wish to do anything?
Everyone knows a lot about stones but me.
All right. So as you kind of move forward, and the light from whose orb is it? Is it yours?
It's my light orb, but I put it on tack.
Okay. Yeah. So it kind of shows off part of the next section, and you come up to this. Basically, there's two sections. There's a northeast passage and northwest passage, and there's this kind of slight dripping sound. From deeper within, you hear this kind of, and then almost like a bassy rumble, like you heard the lava earlier or the volcano going off earlier. But that's what you hear. That's what you see. Where do you wish to go?
Left or right? Any kind of perception check to listen down?
Sure.
Let's say the right side in particular.
Okay.
Weird movement stuff. 16.
Okay. So as you listen, particularly down this one, right?
Yep.
It's pretty quiet. You just hear you don't hear anything. There's a stillness in the air. There's no wind. So that means it indicates to you that there's no other exits or no entrances coming from the other side. And what else? Yeah, it's just pretty quiet. You might hear a slight dripping from condensation. That's what you hear.
Sounds quiet down this way.
Listen at the other side.
Make a perception check, please.
That's a 20-something.
Okay, that's you don't need to do all the math. Same thing. It's very quiet. You hear more of a dripping of condensation, but it sounds like it's more falling on certain objects. Like there's more things in there, and it kind of hits at different heights.
I think perhaps this way might lead to treasures.
Crystal bell could be treasure.
And many would consider a crystal bell to be treasure.
And then, if it's not, we just turn around and try the other one.
Yes. Let's give it a shot.
Okay, so you're gonna go left.
Yes.
Time is of the essence. Volcanoes and all. Perhaps.
Okay.
Sure.
Right. I'm gonna kind of do this half. Oh. Like this, then. I'm not gonna do all this. It's a small little room right here, right? Okay.
Enclosed?
Yes, it is enclosed, and let me pull up the thing. Okay. So as you enter here, you see 6 statues that are set in alcoves around the room, each depicting nearly identical hooded figures. Long draped robes, very lizard-like pointed faces. Each statue is facing a central table in the middle here, covered with a ragged cloth which sits in an assortment of oversized items carved out of the same stone as the statues. And you see a book, a scythe, a dagger, a spear, a hammer, and a crown. A large circular door going over this way blocks your exit.
Nope, no treasure. Try the other passage?
Nope. Cool stuff.
What? Why do you...
Okay, hear me out on this one, right? So you see that large door that's now open right now. What if these stone items here on the table and these statues are here are some type of puzzle? And once we solve it, it opens the door. And behind the door, treasure?
A large vault, as it were.
I want to make a joke, and I'm trying to think of a thing. What's the name of a place in this world? Like a familiar place. Like a country, a town, a city.
Lucian?
Like Lucian Jones!
Aye, much like the stories of Newsham Jones.
Fantastic.
Okay.
It actually works really well with Lucian.
That
Yeah.
works surprisingly.
Yeah, it does.
Do the statues appear to have any like plaques or nameplates
Make
or
a
anything
perception
on
check.
them? I would very much enjoy that. Yes. That's not the most perceptive I've ever been. 11.
Okay. All you can tell is that all the hands of the statues are in different positions.
Okay.
But, you know, they're all... Some are kind of like this. They're kind of similar enough where, like, it's still a little vague as to what goes with what. But they're slightly different positions.
Okay.
I want to walk around haphazardly poking everything.
Okay.
Like, you know, pulling on fingers, moving, trying to see if they can move the hood around, tapping on the door, you know, like being just
Okay.
real dumb.
Is this like an investigation check?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, which I'm very bad at.
Okay.
That is a... Well, there's no investigation. What is it instead?
Survive?
No, in downtime there's
Nature?
investigation. Well, hold on. Skill action. Shit. Let's just do... What are you worst at?
You're not allowed to have
Oh,
nice things
survival's really bad.
Let's do survival.
Yeah, that's a 4.
Okay. Yeah, so as you're walking around, you see the statue, you wrench off one of the fingers, and you get dropped to the floor, like, okay. You're looking at some of the stuff on the tables, and you're moving stuff around, you go knock on the door, and like part of it crumbles, and just like, nothing's happening. You're just causing a lot of chaos, but nothing's happening.
Perfect.
I'd like to do a religion check.
Okay.
This is religious.
I can still be humming along. I can give you, that's a 19 on the die for a performance check. It's like 29.
Yeah, I rolled a 7 plus 5 then, so...
Plus 1.
And then plus an extra.
Yeah.
It is a 20, a 29.
Oh, you get plus 2.
Plus 2. Okay.
Hey, helping him.
5
working.
plus... 5 if I had a 7. Did this roll? I had a 7. I don't know. So it's not good. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Ooh.
Okay. Well, as you're looking at one half of the statues, you see that one statue has like ink kind of on its fingers, kind of like almost like a stain. And you look at it, it's still kind of wet, and you see like a little drip just hits the bottom. Then the next one has, you look at the shoes of another one, and it's got like wet mud that just crusted on its shoes. And then the third one, you look at its hands, and they're just covered in a kind of a slick blood.
see. It was a book, a scythe, and
There is a... Where are they? A book, a scythe, a dagger, a spear, a hammer, and a crown.
I'll try and put the book in the ink guy's hand.
okay.
That's a good start.
Okay.
Could I try a society check on the attire of how they're dressed to see if there's like if one of them looks a little more regal or like there's like a little bit of chainmail showing up on somewhere.
Totally. Do it. Yeah, go for it, man.
Do more musical accompaniment?
Whoop, whoop, Flanders.
Or not
So
musical?
we basically got like
He didn't want
a
to play.
background song player.
Yeah, that's a 13.
For what?
Oh,
aid.
For performance aid.
Okay, you get +1.
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
Fantastic.
Dirty 20.
Okay. So, as you are looking around, you notice that there's one that is spotlessly clean. And it's looking like it's a door in a very regal robes. You know, versus the other ones that are kind of like just kind of more pedestrian. Particularly more so than the crusted ones with the shoes. And then there's another one that has his hands are covered in soot. But underneath it looks like he's got, underneath the robes, like a kind of a leather kind of apron carved into him. Like he's almost like it's a workman almost. And then the other one, it looks like, even though he's got robes on, he's covered almost like a seawater. Almost like he would, like you're getting the impression he might have been like a fisherman or a fisher or a person on a boat. Yeah.
So I would suggest the crown on this rather regal-looking fellow. Perhaps the spear on this guy. He looks like he was a bit of a fisherman. A spear would make sense. Catching fish and all.
As you're saying that, I'm grabbing the items and putting them on the person.
And you said there was a hammer, right?
Yep.
Does it look like a war hammer, or is it like one hammer?
It's like a working hammer, it's not a war hammer.
I would suggest perhaps this gentleman hold the hammer. Perhaps he's a blacksmith. There's a bit of soot, an apron.
Put the hammer in there.
Okay.
Okay, aye. And then this one with the muddy shoes that speaks of work in the field. So I'm thinking perhaps the scythe for that one. And the one with the bloody hands, feel like the dagger is the fit there.
Okay. So, as you position all these items, the circular door rolls away. Rolls away. And opens up a passage.
Incredible! You are all such fantastic puzzle solvers. I really felt like I was in the room with Newsham Jones.
I was this close to saying you were in the room right now, just with us.
Okay, so it opens up to... That's a great gag. That is a great gag. Opens up to this kind of 20... What is it? 5, 10, 15, 20... 40 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 30 room. And back here is another kind of rounded door. And... more boundaries? Yeah, I can put some more up. Maybe it's a little larger. There are a lot of like mounds of mud, kind of in the corners. They kind of sprinkle, like there's one in the center. Kind of the kind of major points of the room, and that's all that seems to be in there. I don't have all the pieces. Sorry, everybody.
It's all good.
I got the.
Are you saying I'm gonna have to imagine some of these walls? You've broken my immersion.
I know. Oh my god.
Every time you apologize for like the way you've set up the map, I think of like Doc Brown.
Yes.
Please don't apologize. It's not
The
the
crudity
scale.
of the model. I didn't have time to paint it. Yeah.
Pretty much.
It's like you have all these tiles and stuff, and it's awesome. Just we're happy.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you are. I'm never happy. Okay, so you enter here. You also see that there's another doorway leading to this the section over here, which you presume is the way you did not go.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's another kind of circular door that is closed currently, but it leads out to here.
And you said there's kind of piles of mud in like the corners of the room?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I immediately am like, another puzzle!
Here's some more.
Nice.
Oh, it could be.
Yeah, the piles of mud.
Are they actually like massive or?
Well, they're taking up 10 feet.
Okay, so
So I
they're
think-
rather large.
Yeah, they are large. They're just mud mounds.
Just mud mounds, right?
Well, you can do what you want.
You gotta poke them with a stick and see if they'll wiggle.
I think that's probably what.
Crow looks at the otter and the fox. I wonder if any of you are good at digging.
You don't know I'm a fox yet.
He just looks like
Oh, he
evil
doesn't
right
know.
now.
Okay, otter. Do otters dig?
I mean, we make holes.
I believe they swim, son.
That's like digging in the water.
You're completely right.
Come on! And I dragged Phil over to one and I started scratching with the other. And like, alright, let's see what's in here.
Now, oh my good sir, I'm quite happy to be here in this cave with you. I'm very much like it if I can wander about on my own, perhaps.
You're going to the ship with us.
And I like go back to digging.
I like how immediately attached Tag has become with him.
Can I?
It's like, no, you'll stay with me. I'll keep you safe.
Can I attempt a diplomacy check on Tag?
Oh,
Yeah.
Alright, well, I mean.
I don't know what that would be against Tag's.
Let's make it. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to convince him to let me wander about on my own.
Okay. So let's make it against his will save.
Okay. Okay. I will be playing music.
You know how you've been holding
Okay.
your hands? Have you ever considered doing that?
You'll dig faster with both hands.
How about a 28?
No, you don't beat my 20.
No.
No.
Okay. So he convinces you to let him go.
Alright, fine.
So where are you, Tag?
So, like, just wherever the nearest mound is, so I imagine there.
Okay.
Just kind of like digging.
Okay. You start digging around, and the mud is pretty wet. It's almost like clay, and you're kind of pulling it out, and it kind of slogs through it, and it's in some fashion it's kind of fun, because you can mold stuff with it, you can do things with it, build things with it, but it's not. As you're looking, you're not finding anything right away.
Nothing in here yet.
Crow?
I was just gonna lean over this guy. Oh, you can let him wander. If he tries to run, I'll have the maiden eat him. I'm saying it loud enough where they can hear it.
Like you're whispering that to us? Yeah, okay.
Hey, really loud whisper.
Guys! Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else wish to do anything?
I'll intimidate you if you need me to.
10 feet away.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna cast Prestidigitation on that.
Okay.
Clean it.
So it says you can color clean or soil an object of light bulk or less. You can affect an object of one bulk with 10 rounds of concentration and a larger object of 1 minute per bulk.
Okay.
It's gonna take a long time.
How long do you want to spend on this?
I imagine until he's probably like done with his pile, and I'll just get. There's 3 more piles, guys.
Yeah, because it's a 10-foot mound of mud. There's a lot of bulk there. So if you want to spend a lot of time doing this, you can.
My other option is cast timber and drop a tree into the.
No, they might
You
crush
can-
whatever's in there.
Do what you want. It's your characters.
I'm just going to prestidigate for now.
Okay. Other folks.
Tag.
Do you wish to do anything, Graham? Or Carl, do you wish to do anything?
Just do a perception check.
These
Look around
hands
and
were
see if
not
we're
meant
missing
for
something.
digging.
Okay.
I feel like it'd be terrible to dig as a skeleton.
20.
So what do you want to look for particularly?
I'm just looking for missing something to this puzzle. I just see dirt and a door.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
Nope.
There's nothing, no writing, no anything.
Nope.
This is a bizarre puzzle.
Do you
And
have...
the door has a handle that looks like it can be rolled. And that's all you see.
I try to roll the door.
Make an athletics check.
You see him just kind of thinking like, "Ah!" He may be pulling in the wrong direction. He doesn't know.
Okay, so you're not moving. You're up at the door, but you're not moving the door. Though it feels like it could be moved. You know you can't do it.
Maybe it just needs to be opened. Even with all my tremendous strength, I can't budge it.
Oh, let me give you a hand with that.
Please.
I'm gonna try and.
I've loosened it for you.
Check. Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I've loosened it for you.
I'm gonna use my hero point.
Oh, okay. Wow.
That's significantly better. A homemade 20.
Homemade 20. Okay, then a room. No. Okay.
Could have given you a +1 on that one as well, I think. But one is just fine.
So the door, you slide the door over to the one side, and
Oh, good job loosening it.
Not a problem.
I feel like after saying that to you, I probably like turn to the other guy. Like,
this. Okay, different sense of. Anyway.
okay.
Okay. So down at the end here, you see a small. Well, actually, an altar, a 5-foot kind of altar, kind of circular.
Mm-hmm.
In the center, you see a floating crystal bell.
Floating.
Yeah. Otherwise, there's just cobwebs in here. There is just dust, and it seems that's the only thing that's left.
I rush past Prim, and I head right to go grab the bell.
Okay.
Ooh, I wonder if that's gonna be dangerous.
Okay.
That didn't mean
I don't call out stop or anything. I just go,
This is like Lucian Jones.
this is like Lucian Jones.
Hopefully only Sir Phil is crushed or killed by traps and the bell's okay.
So as you pick up the bell,
I turn around.
yeah, you're like ding, 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 ding. It's got this beautiful crystalline sound, and it reverberates through the rest of the cave. And it's not just that the sound kind of echoes and bounces off the walls here. It almost just seems like it passed through all of the stone and all of your bodies, and you feel like the sound waves moving through you weirdly, like it's not just part of this plane, but part of another plane, right?
Oh, I bet like my whole little like orb just kind of goes.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have let go of his hand. I shouldn't have let go of his hand.
And let's see, where are they? Let's do this. So, and then shit. No, why did I do that? So from this earthing mound kind of collapses into itself, and this earth mound collapses into itself, revealing two dog type figures made of mud. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
That's
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I rolled a 1.
Wow, I went to roll it and just set it on the lip.
Okay, this is the wrong music for this moment.
That's like one.
16.
Maybe I should use my hero.
I think they got last.
They do reset every session.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna do it.
So 25 to 20.
21. Much better than 5.
Yeah. That's
Okay, 19 to 15. I got you.
I got a 16.
What? Okay, you go.
Huh.
Bonus man.
Yeah, first.
Okay. So Phil, then Azuna. Tuck, what'd you get?
11.
Okay. Okay, so it'll be Crow, Grim, Phil, Azuna, Tag, and me. So you see that these mudhounds kind of form up out of the sod that's there, kind of, and you hear these low growls and these barks, and you see like kind of bits of mud and stone fly out from its teeth or from its mouth. And their eyes are two like aquamarine gems looking at you, like scanning you both heatedly. All right. So Krell, what do you wish to do?
The maiden move.
Which is the maid? Here she
The
is.
only girl, yeah.
Okay.
Towards whatever's closest.
35.
35.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 35.
Ooh, that's lucky. And then I will do Boost Edelon to increase her damage to +2, and then I'll attack.
Okay.
Not so good. It was a 6 plus a... What is that, under offense? No, it's not. Pets. There we go. +8. So that's, 6 plus 8 is... 14.
Nope.
No. Miss. That's it for me.
Okay. So that means it is Grim.
Okay.
You can flank. You can do other stuff too, just so you know, if you wish.
Is this the system thing where you could move your position in permanently in your?
Yes.
So if you want to move behind me in initiative, I can give you the bonus potentially. Just a thought.
I appreciate that, but I think I'm just gonna take my turn. Well, I've had my kinetic aura going, so I don't need to activate it. I am going to use my 2-action impulse of Tidal Hands, and I am going to cause a 30-foot cone of water to shoot in this direction.
Oh wow!
And this guy. And it needs to make a basic reflex saving.
Okay.
I think water kills ground type. So.
Oh fuck! Nope.
Is that a critical
Excellent.
fail or a regular?
Well, it depends on his roll. Like
my class DC is 18.
Regular fail.
Okay. So it is taking bludgeoning damage. Yes! Maximum. 8
Really?
bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then I am going to also make a elemental blast, so that's only 1 action, at the one right there.
Okay.
So
you cast the water. You see part of his face. He flooded away, and it goes.
this is pure style points because I have the weapon infusion.
Nice.
As I throw my hand, the glob of water sort of transforms into a dagger that turns end over end as I attack.
Sweet.
That is an 18 to hit.
That's going to miss.
Really? Okay.
That's a miss. Sorry.
And that is what I do. So 2 actions to do my first thing. I can't move or do another thing.
The attack penalty is only for attacks, not
Second
Correct.
attack.
So you can do like
Second-
a spell in 1 attack.
Which is
Yeah.
why doing this...
I was just making sure.
Even
that's
though it
useful.
eats up 2 actions, it's cool for me to do
Yeah.
Tidal Hands. So yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, so that means Phil, Azuna's on deck.
Okay.
Then tag.
I am going to start by doing a lingering composition courageous anthem. That means I need to make a standard difficulty DC check. It's a performance check. The GM can assign a different DC based off the circumstances, but okay.
Fine.
So I'm doing a performance check. That is 18 plus 8.
Oh,
That's critical success.
Critical success. This composition will last for 4 rounds.
Okay.
Courageous Anthem is then up. I don't think I do a check for that, do I? No. Everybody in 60 feet from me gets a +1 to attack rolls and damage rolls. And am I within 60 feet of everyone?
No. Currently, it's going to be the Maiden and Grim.
I want to move up so that I am within 60 feet of everyone.
does the song cost 1 or 2?
Yeah. And then once you're in the room, that'll...
You have 1 more.
So
I do.
5.
I do indeed.
Yeah, that'll hit everybody in the room now.
However, I don't know that I have another action I can do other than can I do
trap attack?
No, I don't have any cantrip attacks. Only buffs.
You had to move. So what is your
That was 2
Okay.
actions.
Okay.
What's the demoralize?
It's an intimidation check.
Yep.
What does it do? I'm trying to find it.
It gives the opponent negative, I think. I don't remember.
Demoralize, intimidation. I am going to... Yeah, I'm going to do a attempt to demoralize. Which one has taken the most? Or actually the least. That one. Yeah, we'll do that.
Excuse me.
Pressure.
Thank you.
There is one important part of this is if the target doesn't understand language you are speaking or not speaking a language, you take a -4 penalty to the check.
Okay. I have a 25.
Against its what?
Will
it
DC.
is a will DC, but it's -4.
Oh, okay.
So it's a 21 I have, basically.
If it doesn't
I failed.
understand you.
Okay. So I'm like, I come out and I'm like, in front of it. Like, I just try to get it as spooky as I can, and there's just like all these like undertones and like overtones, and my voice is kind of like popping through, and there's like this static.
Kind of back away from you a little bit.
As a reaction. I like that.
Yep.
Oh, right. You
Yeah.
got that thing.
So it is frightened 1.
Frightened 1.
Invigorating fear. I gain temporary hit points equal to the creature's level, or 3, whichever is higher.
You get 3 points. Okay. That it?
That's all.
Azuna, tag her on deck.
So there we go. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and move. 15. Perfect. 15 feet away. With a 2 action, I'm going to take my fan, point at the ground, raise up a timber. It needs to make a basic reflex save.
Okay. I save.
Let's see, it is DC 17, but let's see, anything happens? Any creature in the area takes 2d4 bludgeoning for a basic reflex saving throw, or a creature that critically fails. This is that basic save thing that you were talking about that
Yes.
one time. What are the rules for that?
I have it in the Discord. Hold on 1 second.
'Cause it doesn't give me the success.
Yeah.
critical success thing.
Yeah, this is really confusing. For a basic save, you attempt the check and determine whether you critically succeed, fail, blah, blah, blah. Like you would any other saving throw. Then one of the following outcomes applies based on your degree of success, no matter what caused the saving throw. So critical success, no damage from the effect. Success, half damage. Failure, full damage. This is from, and critical failure is double damage.
Okay, so I get half damage.
So let's see, I rolled 5. I assume you round up, so 3.
Sure.
So 3 bludgeoning.
Okay.
+1.
Because of his thing.
Yay, 4 damage. So the timber materializes,
Battle moves.
crashes down on him. Does it just hit him particularly, or is
Yep,
it?
it is a
Okay.
straight line.
Okay, good. Kind of crashes and breaks on his back. Looks over at you.
And that's going to be
Okay, tag.
Alrighty. I believe I'm standing right in front of the knaves. Yes.
We're
You're,
You're digging.
that's
You were
you.
digging.
You're the guy with the horns.
Yeah.
yeah, you were over here digging.
Right.
Yeah.
So that guy's like within reach, right?
It can be.
Yeah.
You
it's
guys
only
tried
like 30
first,
feet.
but you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you
okay.
can definitely
Use
get
one-
over
one
to
point to
him
move.
with
Okay.
one move. Yeah.
So yeah, like I'm just gonna move closer. Thank you, sir. And I will swing with my hatchets.
Okay.
First attack.
Yeah,
And it's a little lopsided. Let's try again. It does a 11 hit.
You all,
Plus
have,
one, 12.
you all have hero points.
Oh, that's alright.
There's 2 on the table. Those are going to go away.
Yeah,
use one right now.
I'll use one. Well, that's not much better. 13?
Nope.
14.
Nope.
Okay. You got +1.
Your second attack's -5 or no?
Minus 4. Okay, so dirty 20.
+1.
That's a hit.
21.
Nice. Okay.
This second
little
attack
bit
was
of an
better.
idea.
Yeah, because I rolled a 17 instead of like a single digit number. I've got a +8 to hit.
That's good.
+9.
I'm getting bonuses. I'm gone.
While he's singing.
No, that's not. That's exactly
Kill your time with other things.
Also +1 to that.
Oh, okay. So, 10 damage.
Oh my. Okay. What's this look like?
So, like, yeah, maybe I'm just not used to, like, their shape or their size yet, so, like, I kind of cut for the legs, and it, like, kind of, like, just, like, whoop, and, like, goes away, so I'm like, alright, fine. So I go through, like, cut through its torso,
like
and I
that.
finally catch
Yeah,
something.
you catch some stone and poof, you dislodge it, and you hear this mud splatter against the wall. And it goes,
Alright, so movement and 2 attacks. That's it for me.
okay. So let's see. We're gonna start with the one that got hit. You see it kind of dissolve into the ground, and become one with the earth. Kind of pop up behind you.
Oh no, it's Obi wanting me.
Yeah. It's going to attack you. There's a 14 hit.
Excuse me. What is my defense? I haven't memorized this number yet. 16, no.
Okay, and it kind of bites you again. And that's going to be 16.
Okay, so dealers break ties.
I think, yes, I think I got you. Okay. So, as muddy jaws, you see its teeth kind of clamp down on your thigh. And it's got like these almost gemstones for teeth. And that's going to, oh boy. That's going to be 14 damage. And I need you to make a reflex saving throw.
16.
Okay, you're not tripped. It doesn't take you down. The other one kind of shies away from the Phil over here. Kind of moves around the Eidolon. He's gonna attack the Eidolon. Does a 17 hit?
17. Probably.
Actually, a 16. So I'm frightened.
Yeah, because he's frightened right now.
Her. Oh, 18.
Okay, no.
Oh.
The second one misses too. So that's it for me. Top of the round, Krell.
Well, that's only on checks and DCs. It's not on attack rolls.
Frightened?
Yep, that's what it says here.
Did you get 18? Or?
No, I didn't.
And then, but now that decreases by 1, so it's
It's gone.
unfrightened. Yeah,
Okay.
on its turn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I will have the maiden attack again.
Okay.
That's better. 15 plus 8.
That'll be a hit.
Okay. D8 slap damage. 5. Do we add strength to that too?
You have a +1 to your attacks and +1
yeah,
to
so
damage.
6. And then do you add your strength in Pathfinder or no? To like melee attacks?
Yes.
Oh.
It's dexterity, that's the weird one that you don't add.
Okay, so it's 1d8 plus 4. Okay, so it's 6 plus 4 is 10 cold damage.
Okay. What's this look like?
Hits him so hard he falls to the ground and he's iced over and just doesn't reshape. He's just
Gotcha.
frozen as a smear.
Gotcha. Cool.
And then I'll do daze on the other one.
Oh, okay.
Which is a mental
Yes.
thing. Krell will do it. I believe he's +8 too. Where's that at? Oh no, wait, it's a will save. Why did I roll? You have to roll.
17.
It doesn't give a plus to saves.
My DC is 18, so it's 1d6. 3. 4 mental damage.
Okay.
I keep forgetting. I gotta get used to the new guy.
New guy. Okay, cool.
And that's it for me.
Okay, cool. So that Grim fills on deck.
Yep. Did the maiden drop that one, or is it still fighting?
It's still fighting.
Okay.
It just re-emerged after shaking off some of the iciness.
Need to walk over there. I will get more damage if I do. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to use one action, move myself over here. This time I'm a big blob of water forms into like a big ass hammer, and I just bring it down on this thing's head. Elemental blast. Oh.
Hero point. We have one more.
Yeah, we have
hero
a
I'm
table hero
going to use that hero point.
and you also have your own individual hero points.
I used my hero point.
Oh, you okay?
There was a nat 1 earlier that I didn't want to occur. I didn't roll better, so that's 12.
No, that's a
DG
miss.
+1.
It's a 13.
Miss.
All right, yeah.
You need a 19.
Yeah. It went from being a 5 on the die to being a 4 on the die. And then I'm gonna do my metal carapace for my last.
Okay,
action
cool.
this turn.
Cool. Beautiful. All right, Phil. Azuna's on deck.
Big scrapyard iron man.
Try a different thing. Which one has the most damage? Are they still both up?
Yeah, this one.
Okay. I will point a finger at that one, and there's like this, I make, like, those toy laser guns that go choo 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 choo. I make that noise.
Nice.
And I'm casting Phase Bolt. And I'm gonna use my hero point. That was garbage. That's good. 16 plus. What is this weight? That's plus 8. 8, 9.
Oh, wow.
15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 to hit.
And your
That's
plus
hit.
1.
Yeah. And that is. D4. Four, 3, 4, that's 6, 7 piercing damage.
Oh boy. Okay. So it's,
That wasn't a critical success.
no.
No, okay, right. That's really high.
Blows off part of its shoulder, and it's kind of like, see, like this kind of bit formation left over, and you see the side kind of slip in. Just, it still hurt, but it's just like, oh.
So that the bolt that came out of my hand, it like comes in and out of existence as it goes towards it. It can actually go through cover.
That's cool.
That's random.
Did it?
Yep. Oh no, that was just the 2 actions. I can do one other thing. I'm gonna demoralize that one again, the other one that's already.
You
Okay.
can't do the same one.
Can't do the same demoralize?
Once you demoralize something, it becomes immune to you. You specifically for.
I do the other ones.
Okay.
The other one's dead, isn't it?
Nope.
Oh, it's not.
I have a 13.
I nat 1. But I mean plus whatever, you know.
What's your bonus?
9?
Okay, so it's, no, not enough then. Okay, so I'm sorry, it's a failure.
So now they are both
It was close. I had a 13.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't have any hero points.
Alright.
Sometimes the die goes up
Azuna,
one.
tags on deck.
Okay. Seeing as my last action was to cast a spell, the cantrip, I'm going to use my Cascading Stance, where I draw the magic back in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm I'm going to use my new Fan Dancer Dedication special ability. I'm going to feign. With Fan Dancer, I can move 10 feet first.
Okay.
And then make the check. It is... That's 9. I attempt a deception check against the target's perception DC.
There's no plus to this.
25.
Yep, you beat me.
Oops, hold on. Was it a success or a critical success?
Critical success, actually.
Yes.
I have thrown my enemy's defenses against me entirely off. The target is off guard against melee attacks that I attempt until the end of my next turn.
Oh my god, you attempt, okay.
Okay. And with my stance and my shadow type, I get a +3 to my damage right now.
+1 for me.
So +4 to my 5 total. As long as I hit. Come on, hit. +21 with hit.
That's a hit. Roll for damage. And tell me what this looks like.
Good thing I'm getting all those pluses. I rolled a freaking 1 on the die.
So 6 damage?
Yes.
+1 for my damage?
Yep.
Okay.
What does it look like?
So I assume a stance, and I kind of twirl forward, and then like poof the fan out in front of it for the feign, and then I just bring it around and slice it.
Nice! Cool. You hit.
Yes.
Tag, I'm on deck.
Okay. So, I've got you right where I want you. All I gotta do.
Yeah, and since you're flanking, you have a +2 attack bonus.
Sweet.
+3 attacks.
It's important.
Pluses are important. It's a 13, so we know that misses.
Well, hey.
Well, what are your bonuses?
Plus,
No. I added them.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, like I'm not being
Oh.
silly. Like I did the math, you know. Like
Okay.
I remember 13 misses. Yeah. So this would be the second attack. So it's 4 + 8 - 5. So
+1. +2. You don't have to have. I can stop doing the. I can do a different character if nobody wants these bonus attacks.
Keep playing this guy.
no, it's just funny because like you know I'm trying
Also,
to think
his
of the
tall
math, and
tales
it's just
are
like,
already
+1.
funny to me.
Okay, so 2 misses.
So just
but you can do a third attack. It's only -10. Do it.
you know what? Technically, I did do that the last time and I did hit. So let's see.
I mean, it's not
What's that?
impossible to hit. It's
The
just
-2.
unlikely.
Okay, plus what? No.
No.
Yeah, +1. It's actually
yeah.
-1. So yeah, I missed all 3 attacks. So
Oh, sorry,
it's
buddy.
just no, it's all right. He's just dodging well.
Okay. Yeah.
That's why attack.
Yeah. I mean, the mud's get a little too slippery. You're kind of not getting your footing. He's dodging. Okay, good. So this guy is gonna jump into the mud mound, gonna burrow through it and pop out next to Phil over here and attack you.
Hello, little friend. What are you? Now, let's not
Yeah.
get crazy.
So I think a 23 is gonna hit you, right?
That is. Do I have a reaction? I did not put up
Save a
my
point.
shield. Nope. I have an 18 AC.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. 16 damage. Woo! As it chomps down on you.
Ah!
And then I need. What's your reflex DC? Reflex save.
I have a reflex of +7, so I should roll. I'm rolling a reflex check.
Yeah, roll it.
That is 18 + 7.
25. You lucky duck. I had a 24. Oh! So you manage. You feel it kind of trying to drag you down to the ground just so it can pounce on you, but you manage to pull yourself away a bit at the very last second. You manage to stay upright.
No, thank you. These roots don't need to be underground. Don't lie.
And it's gonna attack one more time. No, I missed you.
Okay.
And it lands
because I would die.
chomps onto you, and you go, ah! Go out of the way. This guy is going to burrow, jump in here, pop out over here next to Krell. 21.
That's gonna hit. I don't really have to roll.
That's going to be 15 damage. I need you to make a reflex saving throw.
Ooh, +7. Okay. Is it plus saves or just attack?
Just
No, it's
attacks
attack
and damage. It's also
9
one
plus
of the-
7. 16.
Yeah, you are prone. It drags you down to the ground, and it starts to chomp on you one more time. So, I mean, you get a -2 to your AC. That's not going to be enough. That's going to be 9.
Damage.
No, 9 to hit you.
Do you guys see how disappointed he was that he missed
I
there?
did see that one. I was
Now,
like,
what
oh,
was the first damage that I forgot to take?
15.
Okay. Damage 15.
That was true disappointment.
Okay, that's it for me. Krell.
You almost killed my guy, Powers. You're too funny.
oh, you wanted to introduce a new character, huh?
That would be amazing in the first night.
Right? First night out.
I would laugh so hard.
I will have the maiden move to the closest one and attack.
Okay. I mean, y'all can run, too, so...
I do like making characters, so if something does happen to him, I won't be too upset.
14 hit. Nope.
Nope.
I'm feeling lucky. I'll just have her try and hit again.
Okay.
There we go. 18 plus 8.
Oh, that's gonna be a hit.
-5, but it's still going to be in the 20s.
Yeah, you need a 19.
All right. Plus 8 cold damage.
How do you want to do this?
Nice.
This time I think she'll like try and slap him up, and so as he hits the ceiling, it's cold like stalagmites, little frozen things.
And it freezes there. Its paws is still kind of just drop and plop, plop, plop.
Thank you, madam. That foul beast was trying to devour me.
She only speaks in like the undead.
Yes, absolutely. What?
She doesn't actually speak common.
Nice. You done? She speaks metal. Are you
I'm
finished?
all done.
Grim, Phil's on deck.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep. Sorry, I'm just looking up one of my features from the my weapon infusion. Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to do a ranged elemental blast.
Okay.
It's looking like a longbow this time. Let's
Okay.
say that it looks like it's made out of metal because
You
I'm
don't-
using my water.
You gotta get
And-
line of sight on it first.
Fuck me.
All right, touche. I will burn some movement to get line of sight.
Yeah, that's enough. Yeah.
Okay.
These are bigger than they're supposed to be.
Um,
Yeah, you're fine.
and then I'm going to form a bow and arrow out of metal. A 50-foot range increment and the propulsive trait.
Oh
which
my.
is good if I hit.
Thank you.
Ooh, hell yeah. That's a lot to hit. No, hang on. It's a 25 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay.
That's a critical, right?
That was
that?
No.
That was
Oh.
You need 29 for critical.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
their AC is 19.
Something came back as a critical with 25. That must have been
What was one of your checks? To help.
Woo! I rolled really shit.
It does 4
Oh
piercing
no.
damage.
Nice.
That's with me dealing 5 piercing damage. That's with the extra damage that propulsive gives me,
Oh boy.
and the extra damage that he.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just goes.
But I do still have one action left, so I will suffer the multi-attack penalty and try and shoot it again. Very much a bounce. Okay, hang on.
We'll get to the point where I don't have to
14.
do that anymore.
No, sorry.
The second shot goes wide.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, I was busy subtracting 5, and then right when you said +1, I was like,
Sorry.
Phil, as soon as on deck.
Oh, okay, it's me. We got one still up
Yep.
here.
Yeah, it's over the. It's got curled down. He's kind of like mawing at it.
Wait, do I need line of sight for this? Target one creature. Range of 30 feet. How do I know whether I need
You
line
probably
of
need
sight
to
or
move
not?
closer even for 30 feet.
I was going to say, you might not be within 30.
Why don't you climb that mound? You'll get lots of vision.
It's true.
Will is that?
It's like clay.
Will there be any trouble for me climbing the? Do I think I should be able to climb that? Okay.
Probably difficult terrain.
It's difficult terrain.
Okay. I'll jump up on the thing.
But I mean, it's clay, it should be solid, you're not going to sink into it.
Yeah. Like you sink a little bit, but it's not like it's not
Right,
quicksand,
right.
you know. It's just difficult.
And I play this.
Squishy.
Yes.
I play this thing. It sounds just like boom dial tones kind of going out, and it needs to make a will saving throw.
Damn it.
DC 18.
Unusual
What's it called?
music or her friend
This is
names.
befuddle.
Nope.
It's not unusual.
That's a fail?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Regular fail though.
Regular fail. Okay. On success, it is clumsy 1 and stupefied 1. And that means
Personally, I can't wait to go fishing with
it has a penalty
stories he told us
on
after.
Yep.
dexterity,
I got
which lowers its AC.
it. Yep.
DC's ranged attacks, checks. It's stupefied. It's in wisdom and charisma. Will saves. Spell attacks. Doesn't have any of that, so that won't
It's
happen.
like -1 to everything almost.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's some good debuff.
Yeah.
Really good if it's a spellcaster.
Yes. Sadly, it's
It's a stupefy.
I have one
Yeah,
more
right, the disturb
round
song.
of song going.
you're done.
I'm done.
All right, Azuna, tags on deck.
I will once again use my twirling fame. I have 10.
No kidding. Look at you fan dancing around the battlefield.
I'm doing it! I'm doing it!
Alright, so that's a deception versus his perception DC.
Oh, I think I beat you this time.
With a -1. You have to yell
Oh yeah, you
-1.
definitely beat me. I rolled a 12 die.
I definitely don't.
I have a 16.
No, I meant for him.
Oh,
-1
because of the
for-
stupefy,
Because
right?
stupefied. -1.
Yeah.
Let's
What
see
kind of save
here.
was it?
Some sort of whiz. It was perception.
It was a contested check.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, then
Oh no, it doesn't do it.
doesn't have it.
So how much was the total?
Mate.
16?
No checks, etc. Yeah.
Good. I got an 8. If there was a critical failure, I would have been off guard.
Ooh.
Yeah. It does have a -1
Yep.
to it.
I-
Yeah. Okay.
I took that into account.
Okay, so just nothing happens here.
Okay.
I'm just going to use my last 2 actions to do a spell strike. And I'm going to charge it with Timber.
Okay.
So I'm making a regular attack. +1 from him is going to be an 18.
That's a hit. Because he's clumsy.
He's not flat-footed at all, is he?
No.
Yeah, so
But he is dumb. He's dumb as a brick right now.
So that's going to be with him 3 damage.
Okay.
And my spell auto fires. He has to make a reflex save. DC 17.
I have an 18.
Okay,
Nope.
So,
17 on the nose.
okay, so it's going to be half of this because it's one of those standard save things.
Yep.
+1 is going to be 4, so he takes 2.
Okay. He just growls at you and then like it's like he sees Krull, like literally a bone man. He's like and like guarding his bone before you. Anything else?
No. That's all
Alright.
my actions.
Tag, I'm on deck.
Alright. Let's begin the additional stabbing. Come on.
Axe otter.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Hello!
Oh
Oh god!
Yeah, you killed him. Good job.
Didn't mean to muddy the waters.
It's been a while since you've been shot.
Oh, no! I almost cut my own bullet.
I'm not sure if he's been holding back or if they just haven't occurred to him.
Well, there hasn't been a lot of opportunities for me today. That's okay. I will attempt to slap him with the blades of my axe. Or hatchet.
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe I've got mud in my eyes.
Oh, you moved.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe I got mud in my eyes. Can't see anything.
Yeah. You're running around. So that means my turn. This guy is gonna grab. He's gonna attack Krell. Again. Yeah, it's gonna be a 25.
yeah.
Sorry, man.
At least it's not critical.
For 7 damage. It's gonna. Then it's gonna attack, bite down once more.
Okay.
For a 17. Is that right? Nope. That's gonna be a 16.
So I have -2.
Yeah.
Does he have a minus on attack?
I took my minus.
Not on a. Not
So if
on,
I have
only on
-2
ranged
AC,
attacks,
then I'm
unfortunately.
at
Ranged and
15.
spell attacks. So
That's
you
it.
actually don't have a minus to
Sounds like
attack
it
on
was
this.
just a
I don't?
You don't.
For clumsy?
It doesn't matter.
It's ranged attacks.
Because I'm on the
Oh.
ground. It's a hit.
Because that's the dexterity
Okay.
one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 10 more damage.
Okay.
And then
That's not looking good.
for the third action, I'm going to try and drag you into the hallway here. So,
Do I have to do an opposed check or something?
yeah, I'm going to make an athletics check versus. Give me a reflex save. Oh, I got a nat 20.
Oh. Reflex is +7. Let's see. 13 plus 7 is 20.
I have a 31.
Oof.
So he's gonna he gets to move his full movement speed back into the hallway and into a new room where all the statues were, dragging you away. Okay.
Stealing our party member.
Okay, that's it for me.
Hey, you come back here.
Krell.
with him.
Alright. I think I'm gonna explode a little bit. Let's see. I'm gonna do harm at level 3. So they'll do a 30-foot radius targeting all living and undead creatures in the area.
Okay.
Cool. And that is
Wow.
Fortitude save.
Okay.
DC 18.
You have to wait until you were dragged away to do that one.
Yeah. Well, you can do it as a touch attack for 1 point, as a 30-foot range on one target for 2, or everyone in 30 feet for 3.
I failed.
Okay, it is 1d8 necrotic damage. That's 7. Do you add anything to that or no?
Unless it says so.
Unless it says.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so that's 7 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And then I gain a d8 plus 8 health. 3 plus 8.
So that should be. You can probably do one more thing if you wish.
Nope, that's all 3 points.
That's all 3.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
I
Cool.
used all 3. Yeah, but I
Grim.
get 11 health back, so that's good. Harms you, heals me. Move.
Yeah, this is a joining. It's like that. Yeah.
Alright, so I need.
Yeah.
And then. How far is he from me?
About 20 feet.
Oh, hell yeah. Then I'm going to cause a metal dagger to appear in my hand, and I'm going to throw it at him,
Nice.
because I can do 20-foot range with the thrown property, which will let me add my strength bonus to the damage if I hit.
Let me add my strength.
Weapon infusion is such a great feat for kineticists. Very happy with this decision. Alright, that is a dirty 20 to hit.
That's a hit.
It is a dirty 21 to hit.
Totally hit.
Thank you. Alright, and then this. Aww. Roll the 1 on the die. But adding 1 and my strength bonus, that's 5. 5 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then still got 1 action left, so I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
Another dagger forms in my hand for me to throw it. So this is I rolled good. This is actually a 21 to hit again.
That's a hit.
I rolled significantly better this time. All right, cool.
Oh
I
no.
rolled another 1 on the damage die. It's 5 more piercing damage.
How do you want to do this?
Okay.
Sweet.
Good.
Okay. So yeah. So the first dagger strikes into it, and then the second dagger sort of, spinning through the air, and it just like cleaves into its muddy little head, like splitting it open.
Nice. And as it falls apart, you get this, and it kind of slumps over, and kind of just the mud dissolves into the terrain and stone below. Nice. And we are out of combat.
Yeah, Phil suddenly realizes he's clutching the bell still.
Yeah.
He very carefully makes it so it doesn't make any more noise in it.
I like hold the dinger.
Yeah.
It's like the clapper.
The striking clapper, yeah.
Okay.
We should probably go before anything else happens.
Fantastic.
Agreed.
I'd love to see that wonderful ship of yours.
I immediately ran his arm.
Beautiful. So as you lead Phil out, you go back. I assume the same way you came in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Before you leave, do you want to search anything around? Do you want to do anything else before you leave?
No. I think right?
Well, we're pressed for time, aren't we?
There's a
Take a
volcano
quick
erupting.
peek in the other rooms.
We're just gonna look in the other room.
We could.
So Calvin is like, we should leave. Phil is like, absolutely, we can check the other room.
Just a quick peek.
Head in, head out,
Totally agree. What? There's no reason to
Okay.
rush.
So, which way do you want to?
So I think we're leaving the same way we came in, but we're
Yeah.
just gonna
Back to the
around.
original fort in the.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you go through this opening. You see this another long, a narrow hallway. It's 5 feet wide, maybe 7 if you're like it's really pretty narrow. In the center of the hallway, there is a small bag, and it just connects down to the over here. There's a door.
Small bag?
Yeah.
Phil just runs over and goes,
okay.
treasure! And he just opens up the bag.
Okie dokie.
All right.
Well, I need you to make a reflex save.
Raise the low start.
I mean, look, it's important for there to be at least one person.
I have so little health. Wait, first before I run over, I cast Soothe on myself on our way back up. Hold on.
I was down to 2 before I healed myself.
Yeah, I am gonna heal myself.
Actually, I just attacked you.
7. Okay, where's it go? So 7, 8, 9.
Healing?
I have given myself a heal of 11. I will now probably not die. Go ahead.
Okay, so as you run to the center and pick up the bag, you feel this pressure plate kind of depressed. And then next thing you know, these spears on each side just kind of in a stagger pattern pincer you. You take 15 piercing damage.
Stop! No! Don't die! Don't do that.
Aren't you glad we talked you into this?
I have 8 hit points left. I go, that's like, there's some chance.
Okay.
We didn't know this was going to be a filler character.
Oh.
I'm still alive.
Phil, what do you want to do?
If I was loaded,
I would like to. Are they just in me?
Yeah, it's stuck in you. Yeah. Kind of.
Well, fortunately, my body's very malleable, and I just kind of like break off parts and like grow new ones as I'm kind of
gnarly.
pop out. I'm just like, Oh, this'll
You're gonna take 1 more damage because of that.
fantastic. This'll buff right out.
Oh, Phil, are you all right?
No.
Oh, here. Tidal hands.
Okay. Thank
Oh
you.
wait, no, sorry. Ocean's bomb. Tidal hands is the.
Kills him.
Yeah. 30 foot.
Get away!
But yeah, no, sorry. Ocean's bomb. I said the wrong impulse.
Okay.
6 hit points. You
Better than nothing.
heal from normal healing, right? You don't have his thing going on? Okay.
13.
And with that, we should probably leave.
Are you sure there might be some other corridors?
No, Phil. No, Phil, it's fine, You're,
What was in the bag?
What?
Did-
Oh, the bag! He's like holding it this whole time. He's like, maybe somebody else was looking.
I'll look. And Grim opens the bag.
Okay. You see some small, valuable gemstones.
I had nothing important. No. Grim did nothing. Oh, you found some gemstones, Phil. Good
They're
job.
probably
Yes,
cursed. We best handle them.
You people like.
They may or may
People-
not be cursed. Here you go.
They love money and gemstones.
Okay. And with that said, as you go back out through the entrance of the cave, we're going to stop there for the evening.
Solid adventure.
And we'll pick up there next week, hopefully. So yes. So
Awesome.
jeez, that is that. Cool. I run out cyberspace. Thank you for watching us, players. Thank you. We have actually a reasonable, a human-sized table. So this is or a regular-sized table. Normal size.
Yeah. I miss people, but the gameplay was very nice.
Yeah.
It moved along really good. Yeah.
So
It's almost like having 8 players as a colossal party.
I think it's almost too many.
Whatever. I wouldn't trade our party for anything.
Right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, ditto. So with that said, thank you all, and everyone else in cyberspace, thank you for hanging out. Peace and love. Bye.